Alright guys, what's happening? It's John here, aka Piece of Gosa, and I'm back with a little bonus Destiny video. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the top 10 rolls that I picked up last week in the Iron Banner. I stocked up all the guns that I dropped last week on the Iron Banner. It was over 20 anyway. And I finally went through them today, and I was going to do a top 5 video, but then there were just far too many guns, so that got expanded initially to top 6, and then, you know what, I just thought, fuck it, let's go the whole hog, let's go top 10. So yeah, let's have a look at the top 10 guns, well, top 10 rolls that I dropped last week in the Iron Banner, and this is from actual match rewards and from Aphrodite bounties as well. So we're going to start in the heavy, and I finally got one of these that I've been wanting for quite a while. Silver Dread. I got a very good roll. Obviously it's got your aggressive ballistics, accurized ballistics and linear compensator. They are hardwired onto any Iron Banner guns that don't have changeable scope. As when you get the scope, then it's 3 different scopes, and again for, I assume, sidearms and hand cannons, it's the 3 different types of sight. So what we've got here is hand laid stock with for increased stability, reduced range. Now obviously you see it doesn't actually physically drop. Well, sorry, that's my bad. I've got oiled frames, the other one. Both of these drop the range, so there's fuck all I'm doing about that. The range is dropping, and frankly I'd rather have increased stability than increased reload time. I've got Field Scout on because I was playing PvP with it. If you were going to... sorry, PvE. I was playing PvE with it. If you're going to play Crucible PvP, then you're going to probably want Quickdraw on. And, of course, Hidden Hand. And then for PvE, we have Persistence for when you just have to shoot that boss in his glowing critical spot a lot of times. So overall, I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it a god roll. It's close to... it's a pretty damn good roll, and it's a fucking effective gun. Love it. Silver Dread, which should be locked and isn't, inexplicably. Okay, we're going to move up to the special weapon slot, secondary weapon slot, and the first one we have on offer here is a Proud Spire. It comes with, well, my roll here, I got Hammer Forged. It's which of course gives you improved range and accuracy with no demerits to anything, no debuffs to anything. It has either Snapshot or Casket Mag. Casket Mag seems pointless. 6 shots is more than enough for a shotgun. It's got decent reload time, and of course if you do the one shot reload trick, which I do quite a lot, then that doesn't, you know, Snapshot is probably the better one because you've got Rangefinder, Snapshot, and the fact that they changed, they increased the ADS time on shotguns, made Rangefinder I think slightly less effective, but Snapshot, Rangefinder, Hammer Forged comes together for an absolutely devastating shotgun in both PvP and PvE. So that's the Proudspire. This is in no particular order, by the way. The next one up is our Laughing Heart roll, and this is most definitely a PvE roll. Perfect Balance or Hammer Forged. Given that the range is so high already, I didn't see the point of putting that on. And Perfect Balance gives you a better shot at hitting those triple taps. It has either triple tap or Firefly, which, as I say, for PvE is perfect, because if you're just using it on mobs, then Firefly is the way to go. If you have to shoot a boss, then chuck on triple tap. And my own personal favourite, explosive rounds, which I just think honestly just causes havoc. Rapes shields and is just a fantastic... I know it decreases the single shot damage, but for PvE it is a really good buff. I really enjoy explosive rounds. Next one up is another Laughing Heart roll, but whereas this, the one I just showed you there, was a PvE roll, this is most certainly a PvP roll. I've not had a chance to get it out yet, to XP it out yet, but it's got the normal 3 of course on the front, and we have Brace Frame or Injection Mold. Now that one's going to reduce my mag size, So it's definitely going to be injection mode that I'm going to go for. Yes, reduce range, but faster handling and increased stability is a payoff for having the 4 shots in the magazine, although that's arguable. Next one, you have explosive rounds, which I wouldn't really use on PvP since you're not dealing with shields in the same way you are in PvE. It does cause a bit of panic when you shoot people with it, but really on a sniper rifle it's probably not the perk that you're looking for. So Snapshot would be much more preferable for Crucible experience. And of course Unflinching, a classic PvP buff, so you can get those headshots while someone's trying to pop you with the primary from a decent distance. So yeah, that was the 2 roles I decided of. I think I got about 8 or 9 different laughing hearts and a lot of really good rolls. But those were the 2 I think best expressed a PvE shot sniper rifle and a PvP sniper rifle. Okay, on to the biggest category that we have as 6 of the fuckers. We have primary weapons. So the first 2 that I think I'm going to show you, the first 2 that I'm going to show you are going to be ones that were dropped off Efforty bounties, and the rest are 4 different. I think that's 4. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 different lingering song rolls. I could have probably done an entire video just on near god roll lingering songs that I dropped, but these were probably the 4 best. But as you can see, what I've got highlighted here is a distant star. We got full auto, we got rangefinder, as you can see, activated. This is one where the setup is purely going to be on personal preference. I've got it on full auto and Smallbore because I've got it on full auto essentially because I was playing low level PvE with it, and it's just kind of fun. Probably be quite good for PvP as well. You might argue that you want to go with the bigger magazine, go for extended mag for PvE, but all things considered, when you look at either small bore, reinforced barrel, full auto, extended mag, rangefinder, or triple tap, that's a pretty goddamn useful fucking roll of a distant star. Alright, next up we have Clever Dragon. Hammer Forged, outstanding. Feather Mag, beautiful. Counterbalance, get in. Yes, it reduces the mag size, but with such a quick reload, you're not really noticing. You could reduce the mag size even further and have a near max stability to Clever Dragon with Brace Frame. That's one way to go. Again, that's going to be personal preference for the setup, but I think that's a pretty goddamn good roll. Any Clever Dragon with Counterbalance really does make a difference with lasering in those sort of double tap, 3 shot, where you're hitting mostly headshots and just ripping people. It's fucking useful little fucking roll. I would have probably preferred rather than Feather Mag or Lightweight. Really, if you were looking at a god roll, you would probably want high caliber rounds in there instead. So this is nowhere near a god roll, but it's a very, very good roll, a very, very useful roll, and a very effective weapon as well, I have to say. Okay, so last 4 I've got to show you here are the 4 best lingering song rolls that I dropped. All of them have, just spoiler alert, they all have. Oh no, they don't. Yeah, they do. Sorry, I clicked onto the Clever Dragon there by mistake. Yes, spoiler alert, they all have luck in the chamber. So let's have a look at this one first of all. So this one I think was one of the earlier ones I dropped. No, sorry, this is the one with Feather Mag. So we've got hand laid stock for increased stability, reduced range, or we can go reinforced barrel for the increased range, reduced stability. That's going to be entirely your preference. I personally think that because you're not going to kill anybody with 1 shot with this unless they're already damaged. So a lot of the time the second shot is important, and I find making that second shot with the increased stability is much easier. And Feather Mag is fantastic. I mean, it's not got a bad reload, but getting that reduced magazine size is really, really good for activating your luck in the chamber. Simple as that. And then obviously you get the bonus of the increased reload as well. I was desperately looking for a roll with the double mag decrease. I forget which one. Is it injection mold on the first tree that can get you a mag decrease, so you could get down to 4 shots and have luck in the chamber, and that would be, I mean, that would be immaculate. But as it is, that as it stands, just looking at the actual stats of that gun as they stand, that's a fantastic looking hand cannon, given how high the fucking impact is on that thing. I'm not going through the sights, as everybody knows the fucking sights for these guns by now. I expect, just like myself, you dropped a fucking shitload of them last week. Okay, so that was that one, and onto this one. This is one I haven't actually XP'd out yet. We got Hammer Forged, Explosive Rounds, Luck in the Chamber, or Hammer Forged Quickdraw, Luck in the Chamber. You're probably not going to take Price Frame Mulligan given the options that you have on offer there. I included this one just because it's a pure range Quickdraw, Luck in the Chamber roll. Again, sort of demigod status, you would probably say. On to the next one. So that was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was that one. Was it? Oh no, sorry. I fucked up. That was that one. Yeah, without it done. And then we're going on to this one. Okay, so this was another one with... so this one, yeah, actually it's not injection mold that drops the mag. Someone will tell me, I assume, at some point. So this one gives you the faster handling with the increased stability, does reduce your range. It's also got explosive rounds, Luck in the Chamber, or Snapshot, Luck in the Chamber, entirely up to you. Another fucking great roll, Luck in the Chamber roll. Looking again at the stats of that, probably not as good as the stats of the previous one, but 2-shot higher clip with the explosive rounds, bit more of a PvE roll of a gun. Probably, you know, I've got better rolls than that to take into the Crucible, but if I wanted to hand this out to somebody, to one of my characters, that's a good PvE hand cannon. And finally, we have this roll of the Lingering Song, which is my own personal favourite. I found this to be extremely effective. This is the one that I was actually using in the Crucible. So we have Hammer Forged or Injection Mold, high caliber rounds, and Luck in the Chamber. The improved range and accuracy, the sticky ass sight, the high caliber rounds, the Luck in the Chamber, the thing's fucking truly lives up to the name hand cannon. That high caliber rounds, man, when I got my first roll of this with the high caliber rounds and I put it on and I tried it out, that first shot just fucks them up so bad. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I probably won twice as many shootouts as soon as I put this thing on from the one that I was using previously. So yeah, absolutely fantastic fucking gun. And there we go. That was my top 10 guns from last week's Iron Banner. Some impressive rolls there. Let me know about your rolls in the comments below. You could follow me on Twitter at TheButcherCrow. You could add me or follow me on PSN at Pisagosa. I do the Destiny Daily every day at random times, but check back to my channel. Maybe even hit the little alert thing if you want to subscribe. I don't know. And you know, you'll let you know when those videos go up. But yeah, I run the daily every day with a different character, different gun setup, just to let people see guns that they maybe haven't seen before. And yeah, that's about that, I guess. Some pretty good guns from last week's banner, I have to say. I'm waiting for last month's banner even. I'm really waiting for, I suppose it was technically this month's banner, but we didn't, you know, because we only got the one between February and now. I'm guessing with this content update that they're dropping at the end of the month that there might be some slight changes to the banner, and we might not see a banner until next month now. Personally, I would hope for the sidearm. I would quite like to get the Iron Banner sidearm with a good roll. And more silver dreads, really. If I could get as many of them as possible for my characters, that would be fucking fantastic. One of each flavour would be lovely. But yeah, check back on my channel because there's obviously going to be a lot of content coming over the next few weeks as we head towards the Age of Triumph and the end of Destiny. I have to say, legitimately excited about this. I think this is looking like it's going to be a really nice end to the 3-year experience that I'll have had playing this game. I just really hope they bring back some of the fucking cool raid guns from the VOG, because, man, they haven't topped them yet. I will say the Wrath of the Machine raid guns are cool, very cool, because they're a lot of the new style stuff, but just for classic old school awesomeness, the guns from the VOG they've yet to be surpassed, in my opinion. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did, leave a dislike if you didn't. I would just be happy that you watched it. Once I've actually get a chance, I'll pop all the details of all these guns in the description, so you can just have a look down there. As I say, leave comments with your best rolls from last week in the Iron Banner. What did you get? Did you get the one you were wanting? Did you not get the one you were wanting? Did you get a better one than one you thought that you wanted? Comment below, let me know. And as I say, I'll be back tomorrow with another Destiny Daily. But until then, I'll see you in the Wilds, Guardians.